What's up, Dwar? We gonna I'm gonna try to do this for my third time because for some reason stuff keep messing up on it and I'm not recording it. So hopefully I can get through this and it actually records it without any audio or anything else on it. But as I said before, what's up, Dwar? And I came to represent, give my opinion on the whole situation with Kyrie Irving, because there's always a situation with Kyrie Irving. Because if you did not know, Kyrie Irving said that he wanted to make sure that the media stopped talking about him. So he put out a statement to make the media talk about him. I mean, I can understand how you, as a person who's so who is intellectually inferior to Kyrie Irving, might be a little confused by how these two things can make sense or coincide. But I assure you he has a plan. His plan is to make Kevin Durant and all the people who play on his team answer for his bullshit. I'll state it this way. Have you ever had that friend who has a dog, right? And it's like the dog is his best friend, but he doesn't realize the dog is not everybody else's best friend, and he tends to treat the dog with a whole lot, giving the dog a whole lot of liberty that other people don't feel comfortable giving him, right? So he lets it. So he's holding the dog, but he's like leisurely lets the leash loose, or sometimes just completely let the dog run loose. Dog biting people in the ankle and all types of weird things, and nobody and everybody's trying to be nice, so they're not saying, "Dude, get your dog." And you're like man, it's like he's getting them like everybody knows they're about to hit their limit, and he's just having the time of his life while his dog is running around biting and pissing on everything. And then that dog is Kyrie Irving, right? Kevin Durant is the owner. The Brooklyn Nets are the owner, and this dog that is tamer. He's not controlled, but he's tamer with them than he is with the media. So they somehow think that it's okay, but the truth of the matter is it's not okay, because you're eventually going to have to take care of it. If that dog pisses on the carpet, you're going to have to pay for it. That dog gnaws a wall, you're going to have to pay for it. So it's best to keep that dog in check, or at least keep it on a leash. But if you let it run wild, it's going to be chaos, right? The funny thing about this whole situation is not one person was talking about Kyrie Irving. Not one person. Not one. Look, when I say this, people talking about Kyrie Irving, zero. They talked about Kyrie Irving on Monday after he said the first ridiculous thing he said, and then he followed it up 3 days of not talking about Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving said, amongst all this non-talk about me, I'm going to put out a statement stating I don't want people to talk about me. Have you ever seen that girl who's like cute? I mean, not even cute, but she's not cute, but she's like, all her friends are good looking, and she's like okay. She's not even okay. She would be a 5 in normal settings. She's skinny, fat. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. Like wears weird stuff, but she has a pretty good personality, so she blends in well with people, and so she's bubbly, so she has a personality in which she has a lot of friends. But truthfully, a lot of the people who are there, I mean, a lot of the girls are there, are around her are good looking, so they kind of click up, and like the whole clique, all the girls are good looking except for the one, and she's always the one who's the one that's talking the most junk to all the boys, and they're kind of like, no, I ain't even here to talk to you. Why are you the spokesman of the group and nobody's here to see you? You know, kind of like, Otis from the Temptations, like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, who are you to call the shots when nobody's come to see you? You know what I'm saying? So that's Kyrie Irving, right? He doesn't understand that he's only good in association with good-looking people, right? It's like, girl, we're not attracted to you, right? The people that are coming around are only coming around because you have a clique of really good-looking friends. If you did not have a clique of really good-looking friends, you'd be here, and the majority of people would be over there. But she doesn't get that, right? She thinks somehow their attractiveness tips over to her. So you'll start hearing her calling other people ugly, hear her saying, oh, this person is this, and she's like busted. It's like, dude, you know you're not good looking, right? You just hang around good looking girls. You're not good looking. But she doesn't know that. She doesn't get it. And Kyrie Irving is that. Bro, they only start talking about you because of your association with LeBron James. They only continue talking about you because of your association with LeBron James. Now they're only talking about you because of your association with Kevin Durant. Nobody cares about Kyrie Irving by himself. Right? If you were on any other team other than with the first or the second best player in the league, nobody would care what you did with your career. You wouldn't get any media attention. Nobody would be talking to you. Nobody would care. But because Kyrie Irving thinks he's good looking by association, he's the one walking around saying, I know you ain't trying to come talk to me. It's like he kind of looks like he's close to your level. It's like you beggars can't be choosers, girl. You're not that good looking. I mean, you're not good looking. You just hang around good looking people, and now you're acting stuck up like you're good looking. That guy is a good catch for you. The media talking to you is a good thing because you're not that popular, right? You're not that popular, or at least close to as popular as you think you are. And if you are popular, it is only a popular by association. It's not because you're the good-looking attraction. LeBron James is the good-looking attraction. Kevin Durant is the good-looking attraction. You are not. You're just associated with the good-looking attraction. The Brooklyn Nets didn't want Kyrie Irving. They wanted Kevin Durant. But Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant decided to go to the same team, so therefore they had to accept Kyrie Irving to get Kevin Durant. And to get Kevin Durant, you're going to go through it's like getting a super hot girl. You don't care that her friend's a douchebag and sort of annoying and more stuck up than she is. It's like you're more stuck up, your friend is more stuck up than you are. I hear her talking about how ugly boys are and stuff like that. And she's not even as good looking as you are, yet she acts like she's as good looking as you are, which is very, very confusing because she's not good looking. So why does she act that stuck up when she should be happy that she's getting any attention at all? That's Kyrie Irving. He should be happy he's getting any attention at all. But instead, in his mind, he's like, I'm good looking, so, so us good looking girls, you got to do a little better than that. I know y'all eat off of us, and all y'all want to talk to us. And no, not us. It's not us. It's them. You're just here too, and we have to tolerate you to talk to them. You're not the main attraction. Nobody cares about talking to Kyrie Irving. So him calling people pawns, I'm like, dude, this is what really gets me about that whole situation, right? You're Kevin Durant. You're coming off a 2-year hiatus. Well, let me first give one last parallel, right? Any of you have that friend, like that one friend who is not really a friend, but he's been around you for so long that everybody thinks he's your friend, right? But then he'll do something stupid, and then people will say to you, "Hey, what's up with your boy?" What? Who? Who's my boy? So and so. You are the one you always be with. It's like I'm not with him. He just we just happen to hang around in the same circles, and he's around me a lot. But I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? They don't like him. Nobody likes him. But they tolerate him because everybody thinks he's everybody else's friend. Do you understand that? So he's not my boy, but there comes a time where at some point he's around you so long that you just give in and just start calling him your friend. right? But then there's the problem that comes in, because now when he says something stupid, they come up to you and say, what's up with your boy? You have two options. Now, you've already claimed him to be your friend, so you got two options. You can either say, I don't know that dude. I mean, he was an idiot. He shouldn't have said that. Then you look disloyal, right? And people are like, what's up with you? What's up with your boy calling you da-da-da, right? The second thing is you co-sign what he say to be loyal, and now both of you sound like idiots, and both of you are in trouble and having to deal with the consequences of his actions. Never a good scenario, right? Now, you're Kevin Durant. You got enough pressure on you in the fact that you basically got to win the championship this year, because Warrior fans hate you, OKC Thunder fans hate you, LeBron James fans hate you, freaking every team in the world, body in the world hates you because of what you did when you went to the Warriors and made it so nobody else's team could win. Then you got all that on your shoulder. Then you tear your ACL. Year of rehab, have to come back. You're probably not going to be in game shape anytime soon. And you got to deal with that already. Your dumbass teammate goes out and attacks the very same media that is probably going to make it hard on you already. So he makes it white hot, right? So now you got two options. You can either co-sign the dumb shit he said. Now the media is mad at you, and the media is like rabid dogs. And the minute they see enemy meat, they're gonna destroy it. They're gonna destroy you. So you can either associate yourself with this idiot. Now the media is gunning for you, and guess what? Even when you do good, they can't wait for you to have a bad game so that they could destroy you for it, right? Or you can go against this idiot and say you don't agree with what he said, and guess what happens to you then? You still got a media storm. They're like, what's going on with Kyrie Irving? I think Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are not getting along anymore. Kyrie Irving. So now you got that, because you sound disloyal. You sound like there's a tear. The team, that's not just you, that's everybody on the team. They got to either side with him or look disloyal. Neither one of them are good options. You're disloyal, the media is attacking you. If you're loyal to him, if you're loyal to him, the media attacks you. If you're disloyal, the media still attacks you, because they say, well, there must be some problem in the locker room. There's a problem with the locker room. So every day now you get a million questions about how you're going to deal with this problem. It's like, there's no problem. He just says some dumb shit. Man, but regardless, I've been talking forever, and I haven't actually allowed you guys to see what he actually said. So let me read what Kyrie Irving said, the great philosopher. First and foremost, I'll start this out, just so it's not too jarring for you. He started the video out he started his tweet out with the Malcolm X quote, and then put his behind Malcolm X. You think it'd be the other way around. Usually people put their comment, their statement first, and then they put the other one after it, because it's hard to follow a good statement. So you want to give the good statement last, yours first. But clearly Kyrie Irving thinks his is better, so he puts Malcolm X's first and then puts his after, as if he's going to build on what Malcolm X said and be more profound than Malcolm X was, which was ridiculous. But let's hear what this philosopher had to say. First he starts out by quoting Malcolm X, as I said, and he writes, "I've had enough of someone else's propaganda. I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter and who it's for or against. I'm a human being first and foremost, and as such, I am for whoever and whatever benefits humanity as a whole." Malcolm X, Year X. And if you thought that was something, he got something for that ass. So he's coming right behind with the truth. Cause now y'all had a preliminary to the knowledge. Now he about to hit y'all with the secret knowledge of the ages. So he finna hit y'all with this. I pray we utilize the fine money. I would assume that would be fined money, like FINED, but who knows? I mean, he could be right. I pray we utilize the fine money for the marginalized communities in need, especially seeing where our world is presently. I guess he thinks he's God. I don't know why he has I am in parentheses there. I am here for peace, love, and greatness. So stop distracting me and my team and appreciate the art. We move different over here. I do not talk to pawns. My attention is worth more. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't faint. You know what I'm saying? You were worthy of hearing that knowledge. He blessed you with it. You know what I'm saying? Take that blessing for what it is. You were just privy to one of the greater minds of our generation, in Kyrie Irving, who thinks so beyond all of us. His attention is worth more than our attention is worth. He's smarter than we are, right? I mean, so smart that in a climate where nobody was talking about him, 0 people were talking about Kyrie Irving today, yesterday, or the day before that. They talked about him Monday for like segments. Then promptly went on with more entertaining issues that people actually cared about, other than Kyrie Irving stating he's not going to talk to the media. They had one day of that. The next 3 days, they went back to forgetting that Kyrie Irving existed. But in his mind, he had to stop the people from not talking about him and give them something to talk about. Because at the time they were bothering his teammates by not talking about him. Bro, they weren't talking about your teammates. Nobody said anything about your teammates. The worst thing I heard people say about you was, dude, who cares that you don't talk to the media? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, do you kind of have to talk to the media? But we really don't care. You just get fined. It's not that big of a deal. You'll end up talking to us sooner or later because you're going to basically be playing for free after a while. So it's so moronic, you know what I mean? So you got this guy who goes on this philosophical rant that he thinks is so enlightening when really it's just elementary. You know what I'm saying? You calling people pawns, dude? What they do that at? You know what I'm saying? I hate the media too, but I ain't arrogant enough to call them pawns. I mean, these are people. Like, how little you must think of another human being to ever refer to them as pawns. You don't know every reporter, and you don't know every person who does that job. There's some good people that do that job. You call them pawns? Why? Why do you have to be higher for someone else to be low? I mean, why do someone else have to be lower for you to be higher? I mean, you could have just easily ended that by saying that, and then you go around and make this, and it makes an already arrogant sounding post sound more arrogant. I hope this money goes to the right places. Well, homeboy, you can donate that money. I mean, you're making $40 million. You made $40 million to not play last year, so you possibly could donate that money if you wanted to. Like, and I'm not saying he didn't, but what I am saying is you're saying all this stuff as if they didn't rightfully penalize you. They penalize you because nobody wants to talk to the media. But they have to because that's a part of the contract. You have to talk to the media. You didn't, you got fined. So because you got fined, nobody showed up the next day to hear your philosophical bitching and rantings because you had to pay a penance for not doing your job. And then he says, to sound even more arrogant, hope you enjoy my art. What art? Dude. Freaking LeBron James is a basketball player. He's not an artist, right? He has a skill that people admire, and he's very good at that skill. He's not an artist. I mean, what type of weirdo classify playing basketball as art? Not to mention, if it is art, homeboy, you have terrible art. Okay? Your art is equivalent to just getting a whole bunch of paint and splashing it all over the place, and then at the end of it calling it a Rembrandt. Yeah, it's not beautiful. It's messy. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It just looks sloppy. 7 of 27. You know what I'm saying? That's normal with Kyrie to go 7 of 27 in games with 21.3 assists and 2 rebounds, gave away 40 points on the defensive end. You're not no artist, okay? Like, dude, please calm down a notch. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, come down a notch. You're here. Come down here to earth. You're a basketball player, okay? I'm not saying an artist is better than a basketball player, but they both are skills. An artist is an artist. That means they actually do things that are meant to be art. Basketball is a game that is played beautifully. That doesn't mean that just because something is beautiful, it does not make it art. I can burp. I believe I can fly. It doesn't make it art. Okay? Some people may find I believe I can fly to be a beautiful ballad, but it doesn't make it art. Okay? There's a distinct difference between art and play. Okay? Your gameplay is nice. You are not an artist. Okay? An artist takes a blank canvas and creates pretty much like a expression through that. Right? You're not taking no blank canvas. All you're doing moves that 90 people did before you. You're doing shots that 90 people did. 1,000 people did before you. There's nothing creative or artistic about it. It's a formulaic skill that is developed over time. And some people may do it and develop better at certain skills than others, but that doesn't make them artists. And they may have beautiful games, but that doesn't make them artists. It just sounds so, it sounds so arrogant. And it's like he doesn't get it. It's like he doesn't get that almost everything he says comes off as arrogant. He sounds like a pompous asshole. And he doesn't, it's like in his mind he doesn't understand it because his entire life, you can tell, maybe because he lost his mother, but his dad seems to be somebody who always positively reinforced him and so he never learned to take criticism well because he probably never did it. His dad probably cared more about basketball than he did everything else, and he did the one thing his dad cared about really well. So with that mindset, his dad probably didn't care about the other things. So he's so arrogant. He's such an asshole. And when you listen to what he says, it's like, dude, I don't see how anybody can be around that dude for more than 5 minutes without being like, dude, will you shut the hell up? I know his teammates have to be thinking that at this point. Like Kyrie Irving, you realize they haven't talked about Spencer Dinwiddie this entire Karis LeVert. None of us. They haven't talked about any of us this offseason. You know why? They've only talked about Kevin Durant. You know the only time they talk about you? When you say dumb shit. Okay? So stop saying dumb stuff and be like the rest of us and just be background and hope that Kevin Durant can lead us to a championship. Shut up. Step back. And let's see if we can ride this prize mule to a championship. Because we damn sure not riding you. We saw that last year. He's the queen bee. He's the king. You're the jester. You're the knight. Whatever word you want to use. But he's the queen. I'm talking about chess piece queen. He's the most tactical, useful piece on the board. You are a knight. Yeah, you can come at people from unorthodox ways, but at the same time, you're very limited in your movements, in your capabilities. He's not. We need to utilize him. You need to be quiet because we probably could get to the NBA title without you. Because I think Karis LeVert, I definitely think Spencer Dinwiddie is better than him. I think Spencer Dinwiddie is a better player than Kyrie Irving. He's a better defender. He's a better off the ball player. He fits better with Kevin Durant would have been better off going to the Brooklyn Nets without Kyrie Irving than he is now with him. Kyrie Irving is a train wreck, and you will see what I'm talking about. Everybody talking about how great they're going to be come the playoffs. When the playoffs start, when the season starts, you see they're looking real good. Well, it's easy to look good against paper when you're not getting scrutinized for the games. It's harder when you lose 2 straight, and now everybody's calling out Kyrie Irving. And then now Kevin Durant, I guarantee you, sooner or later, he's going to throw Kevin Nash under the bus. He's going to throw Kevin Durant on the bus, and he's not going to do it on purpose. That's just his personality. He can't find fault in himself. He's a sociopath. He can't find fault in himself. What I can't get is this guy will say things, and then he'll come back after he says these things, and he'll look like, where did y'all get that from? So you guys are making our teammates angry at me. No, Kyrie, you're making your teammates angry at you. You guys made LeBron mad at me. No, you made LeBron mad at you. He's mad about the word. Kyrie, do you understand? You said something that was disrespectful to him. Yeah, but if I had something to say, I would have said it to his face. But he wasn't there. And whether you said it to his face or not, what you said was disrespectful. Yeah, that's just the media, man. You said you didn't trust him to take that type of shot. Do you not remember that, Kyrie? I'm starting to believe there's a mental block. Do you not? This is the media. Okay, let's scratch that. You remember when you said that you should trade everybody on the Nets? You remember that when you were saying, when you naming all the players they shouldn't trade, and you left off a couple names? You remember that? Yeah, that's just the media blowing my words out of proportion. But you said certain players shouldn't be traded because you were saying you needed help with those players. So clearly you were making a distinction between the players you thought should stay and the players you thought should be traded. You gotta know you're doing this, Kyrie. No, it's me. It's the media. I'm just saying we need help. But Kyrie, you understand 1 + 1 = 2. In order for you to get help, you have to get rid of the help you have. Meaning, the players you didn't mention would probably be the tools you would use to get the players you're asking for. That's the media. Okay, scratch that. Do you remember when you said that your teammates were too immature to take good advice? You remember that? Yeah. But that was the media blowing it out of proportion again. Kyrie, that's not the media blowing it out of proportion again. Okay, that's disrespectful to them. Can you see why would you like it if someone said that you were into it? Oh, wait, we already know. You didn't like it. But now you're trying to use that. When LeBron was saying that about you, you found it to be very offensive. So can you have more of an open mind about what they may have perceived your statement to mean, seeing as you took it the same way when you were at that age? Couldn't you use that experience from your age to relate to how they're feeling right now? No. It doesn't matter. It's different because I'm not in that position. So now I'm in my LeBron James' position. So now I understand his position, but I don't understand theirs because I'm no longer in that mindset. But they are. So they're in the same position. Couldn't you use that experience to help you understand your younger teammate? No. They need to get better. They need to do. Kyrie, okay. Remember in that game where you said when you shot 7 for 27 that it's probably when they suggested that maybe you should be more efficient with the ball in the next game, and your statement was, no, I should shoot more. You remember that? And your teammates didn't really like it that much, and the media kind of gave you a hard time about that. You remember that? Yeah, it's the media blowing it out of proportion again. You were 7 of 27, and your team got blown out. You shot way more than everybody else on the team, and you missed way more than everybody else on the team. You're the point guard. Do you understand that they need you to play point guard in order for the rest of the system to work? Kemba Walker is doing a pretty damn good job with those players that you said were too immature to understand criticism. But for some strange reason, you can't understand. Kyrie, look at all these instances. What do they have in common? They were, majority of them were unprovoked, had nothing to do with the question asked, and it always slid the blame or the blame off of you to the media when you were the one that was solely the blame for what happened. How can you not see that? Media. That's that media, man. They will do those mental gymnastics over and over and over again. They will continue to do those mental gymnastics because in their mind, it does not matter that that doesn't make sense. They just need to continually believe that they're right. A lot of racist people are like that. Just boneheads. It doesn't matter what statistics you put in front of them. If it doesn't already go with what they already believe, then it's not true. How can you win an argument when the person that you're talking to only accepts things that they want to be true? It's like the Bible says, they forsake the truth for lies because it's lies they want to hear. Nobody's going to tell you a lie that you don't want to hear. Majority of people who lie to you are going to tell you a lie that they think you want to hear because you're more susceptible to itching ears. You have itching ears for lies that are desirable and positive for you. Kyrie Irving does not accept truth if it goes against the greatest rule of the universe. Kyrie Irving is a higher being than everybody else. So if he's wrong, then there's obviously whatever was wrong before is now right because Kyrie did it, and Kyrie can't be wrong. But anyways, I just wanted to repetition on that for a second. Please comment. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs it up if you agree with what I'm saying, because this is some crazy shit. And KD gotta break free from that dude, because if he doesn't, it's going to be hell to play. That guy is going to destroy everything he's set up, and you got enough pressure on you this year, KD. You don't need this idiot bringing more. Anyway, please comment. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs it up if you like it. All right, y'all. Peace.